Most people think that cars are just machines, merely just a form of transport no different to a train or a bus. But if you're a true petrol head, you'll know that's not really what they are. To us, often a car becomes part of your life, part of your story, and if you're not careful, part of who you are. For 6 very important years of my life, there was one car that followed me through everything. Although it felt like it at the time, it wasn't the fastest car in the world, nor was it the most expensive, but it was mine. A 2007 SEAT Leon FR TFSI in chrono yellow, basically a Mark V Golf GTI, but different. And somehow, that car ended up being there for more moments of my life than I ever expected. Late night drives with no destination, friends piling in, windows down, music up, just driving, because driving felt good. That Leon even made it to somewhere pretty special with me. The Nürburgring, one of the most legendary circuits in the world. And somehow this arguably high mileage, bright yellow hot hatch from 2007 found itself blasting around the Nordschleife. Heart pounding, adrenaline everywhere, trying not to mess it up. And in that moment, it didn't feel like just a car anymore. It felt like a teammate, like somehow we'd made it there together. Of course, owning a car for 6 years means that it's not all perfect moments. There were some mishaps too. One that I'll never forget happened late at night on a fast road. Out of nowhere, a fox ran straight across in front of the car, and at that speed, there was nothing I could do. The impact was huge. The engine immediately stalled and we ground to a halt. I honestly thought at that moment that might have been the end of the car. The radiator pack was destroyed, intercooler had a hole in it, the bumper was toast. I managed to start it up and we limped it back home at literally 5 miles an hour the entire way, but it never gave up on me, so I had to return the favour. But that's the thing about cars you care about. You don't just give up on them. So on my driveway, I fixed it. New complete rad pack, new front support. I even had to buy an entire car just for its front bumper, as I couldn't find another one in the correct colour. But I did it because it mattered. Back on the road once again, running better than ever, and the Leon carried on like nothing had even happened. That car ended up influencing more than just my own driving, because later I ended up buying a crash damaged Salvage Leon as well. Not for me, but for my partner. Let's say it needed some TLC, the kind of car most people wanting to buy a normal car would definitely walk away from. But thanks to everything I'd learned fixing and living with my own Leon, we fixed it up. Straightened out the rear, new bumper and boot lid, and it was good as new. It has now, by her own admission, become the best car Laurie has ever owned, and probably the most reliable car of the fleet, now sitting at over a staggering 220,000 miles. And seeing that car go from a salvage project back to a proper road car was one of the most satisfying things I've ever done, all because of that yellow Leon. You see, cars are strange like that. They quietly witness parts of your life that no one else really sees. They're there during the big moments, but also during the quiet ones. The thinking drives, the stressful days, the celebrations, the heartbreak, the stupid decisions, and the brilliant ones. They don't judge, they just keep going. But eventually, life moves on. Cars get sold, and in the end, I let it go. At the time, it felt like something I had to do. I sold it to someone I knew who lived just down the road, and every day I'd see it and wonder if I should have kept it. Then I moved away and never saw the Leon again. That was until one day when the person who now owned it got in touch to tell me the car had actually been rear-ended by a Porsche 911 just outside Caffeine and Machine, and it was written off. At that point, I felt a sadness that I hadn't even felt when I sold it, because in my mind, it was actually gone for good this time. Car enthusiasts will understand this. Most cars are temporary. You buy them, you enjoy them, then eventually they're replaced. But every now and then, there's one car that sticks with you. That one car becomes your car. The one that quietly becomes part of your identity, and no matter how many cars you own afterwards, none of them quite replace it, not completely. For years, I just assumed that chapter was closed. The Leon was gone. We'd moved away. It was just a memory, just photos, just stories, but recently, something unexpected happened. After all this time, that same person I sold it to offered me it back. It was in a very bad way, rusting, brakes were metal on metal, was covered in dirt and still damaged from the crash. And after a lot of thinking, I made a decision that might be just a little bit irrational, but also something I felt like I had to do. Because some cars, you never really forget. So I brought it back. And sitting here now, driving this car after all these years, is a strange feeling, because for a long time I thought that this car was the thing that mattered, that somehow the Leon was the most important part of the story. But the truth is, it never really was. The important part was the people in the passenger seat, the road trips, the late night drives, the Nürburgring laps, fixing it after things went wrong, learning things because of it, and the memories that happened along the way. The car was just a place where those things happened. So maybe the lesson here isn't that cars last forever, maybe it's that the experiences do. And the good news is, you don't need to keep the car to keep the memories. And that's why this Leon may be going back up for sale. But the story, that one's staying with me. Thanks for watching.